Hey guys, welcome back to Film Scene. This is Rooks, and today's guest is Isabel. So I'm gonna hand it over to you, Isabel. Could you introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi, my name is Isabel Kurtz. I live in Manhattan, New York, and I'm an actress right now, but I'm doing it professionally now instead of doing it school, like recreational theater and doing camps like summer camps. For now, I'm building a great resume and I hope to in the future as well. And I'm grateful for this opportunity and the many opportunities I've had.
Well, I'm glad to have you here, Isabel, and I saw your resume, and let me tell you guys, it's very impressive. So I'm not gonna talk a lot about it. We'll hear it from the star herself. So Isabel, could you talk to us a bit more about your theater experience?
Yes. To start off with, I've been acting since elementary school. Basically just plays and improv performances in after schools. And then I switched to my drama camp, which I absolutely loved. It was right across the park. It was called Marymount Drama Camp, and they offered a performing arts program, which I stayed for 5 summers, and I absolutely loved it. I got to work off the stage as well as be in the spotlight. I mainly worked on musicals, and my favorite one was probably 101 Dalmatians. And then I ended with Blast as well,
That's
where I played Snoopy in You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. And in high school, I also did a lot of cool productions, a lot of student authored plays as well. And in college, I did like The Importance of Being Earnest, which I loved. I played Miss Prism. It was very comedic, very me, very old school comedy, great physical comedian. I
that.
discovered I am. And I've gotten then when I graduated with from Hunter College with a BA in theater, I've gone on to do many things in many platforms, including theater, film, commercials, whatever you name it. And I was so happy to be involved in that and will in the future as well.
That is amazing. Like you have such a diverse range of experience. So you said you did theater films. Could you tell us more about that? I'm like very curious now.
Yes. Um, well, for theater, you want to know about the theater and my film work?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so for my theater work, I love this opportunity. I got a sketch of New York, which is basically a bunch of improvisational routines, but also some scripted action. But it was basically just focusing on New York and like making a parody off of New York and the acting
Oh,
world in general. And now I'm officially part of the theater community, Floor 13, and I meet every Wednesday and we're performing like a modern version of Lysistrata. And it's gonna be really cool and really awesome.
yeah.
We're building a bunch of characters based on our personas and what we want. So we have say in what our characters are. And for film, I just completed a horror movie on the 28th where I was the main slasher.
Oh, so you were like the villain of the film. How was
Yeah.
that experience? Like being the bad guy, Like I talk a lot about this. And I'm like, I love playing bad guys because they have such a complex history and background and stuff. So how was your experience?
Well, it was cool because I've been in horror films before, like student horror films and like independent horror films and whatever genre like you name I was in, but horror films are interesting because for me, horror films, like you don't really need to, like you need to act, but your emotions are already underlined in that genre because so like you act with your eyes that I feel like. And it was very fun and very like I loved being I loved exploring my creepy self because and
That's
I was
interesting.
also named Star, which was fun because
Yeah.
not only was I the star killer of the show, I was also physically named Star and sang Twinkle Twinkle Little Star as my killer song. So
Oh,
lovely.
that's very interesting. So your
Mhm.
character name was Star as well, and yeah, that's
Yeah,
interesting. So you were the literal star in there.
yeah.
No, that's I think that's pretty cool. So, is it safe to assume that your favorite genre as an actor is horror films?
Well, I wouldn't say that's probably one of the that's probably one of three or one of five
Mm.
because I do like dramas. I do like my Greek tragedies because I did Electra and I absolutely love playing that chorus role.
Mm.
And yeah, I also love very melodramatic roles and physical comedy, like in Sketch of New York. I had that skill, which I loved discovering what I had inside that I never really thought I had.
Mm.
My mom thought I was a beautiful Carol Burnett, so that was nice.
Yeah. No, that's very interesting. So you did mention physical comedy. So
Mhm.
personally, I haven't done it. So is it really tough to do that because it's comedy plus there's a lot of physical elements to it?
Well, it was actually kind of funny how I had that skill because on the first night of Sketch of New York, our first live audience night, a bunch of mishaps happened
Oh.
with me and with the surroundings, so it was kind of unplanned physical humor. But that's
Oh.
exactly how I realized that I had physical humor. Like I never really thought I was that physical before because I also have a slight physical disability.
Ah.
So that was in a way a very ironic, cool twist. But
Hmm.
I wouldn't say physical comedy is really that hard because I did do something that kind of like revolved around physical comedy.
Mhm.
It was called Mask and Mime. I took a Mask and Mime class in college. And for mime, it was like you had to be very physically animated with your body and with your movements, and you couldn't speak at all. And
Yeah, I think it's very
it
tough.
was very cool, and I loved being a physical comedian. I just love clowning around.
Yeah, no, I think that's really cool. And you mentioned like miming and stuff. Like I haven't like done miming, but there's some parts of theater you have to like mime stuff. So yeah, I think I've always struggled, trying to do it. So I think yeah, it's an incredible thing that you enjoy doing it so much. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. And this is a question I tend to ask a lot of people. So I've done theater and films. So which one do you like better? I mean, do you have a preference or do you just enjoy performing?
Well, I do enjoy performing in general, but I have always been more of a theater gal
Mm,
because I love theater. And also, it's more lively to me because you have the whole audience on your side,
mm,
whether they love you or whether they applaud for you, whether they participate or whether they not. I don't really care.
mm.
And you're more in the spotlight, but I have done more film lately, so. I could not say as at the moment, but I would say I just enjoy acting in general, and whatever opportunity I get to act on backstage, I do it, and I love it because
No,
it's my heart.
yeah, no, that's absolutely fair. Like acting is fun. Like the only thing about theater for me is like it's one continuous performance. And films like, there's like start and stop. So those are like completely different aspects to it. But I think after all, performing is performing for a performer. I'm using that word a lot, but it's just yeah, it's the fun of like being there, getting into that character and doing stuff. So yeah, so it's pretty cool. I think. So do you have any upcoming projects?
Um, yes, I actually have another podcast meeting tomorrow
Oh,
called it's called NYC Travel Podcast. It's basically just about traveling in all the five boroughs of New York City,
yeah.
and we're inventing some skits, and it's we can do whatever we want, like improv, stand-up comedy, whatever floats our boat. He's a very chill guy, and it's gonna be very fun, hopefully.
Yeah, it sounds very interesting. Like,
Mhm.
I'm like curious. Like, feel free to share any link or anything with this because I would love to see. I would love to see it. It sounds crazy. Like, it sounds fun. Are you excited?
Yes, definitely when episode comes out, definitely when an episode comes out, I'll share it on my Instagram, which is Isabel Kurtz1, all conjoined.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'll attach Isabel's Instagram link in the description
Yeah.
with the video. And yeah, we'll make sure we follow her and we check out the this very exciting episode. But yeah, other than that, like, do you have any other film projects or theater projects coming up, like shows and stuff?
Well, I've done a lot in June. So hope like I don't have much coming up in terms of projects yet, but I do keep hustling and keep applying to jobs. And yeah, hope I've gotten jobs every single month so far. So in
Good.
July,
Lucky.
hopefully, yeah,
Yeah, so
I literally
definitely.
have no gaps in my resume, which is kind of
No,
overwhelming but amazing.
no, it's let me tell this to you, like your resume is already like very amazing. You have done so much. Like I was very impressed, guys, when I saw her resume. And I was like, you've done so much. That's very impressive. And I was like, yeah, it's gonna be an exciting chat. So yeah, so tell me more about like improv as well. You have done improv, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
improvisation.
Yeah, so tell me more
Yeah,
about your experience doing improv.
so I have done improv from probably second grade up. So
Oh,
I've done, yeah, I know.
impressive.
So I've done
Wow.
a show with a bunch of little second graders. I was the only one in costume. I was playing a doctor, and it was basically all improvised.
Wow.
And I thought it was an amazing opportunity. It was in my second grade after school club, and I enjoyed it tremendously. And then when I got to summer camp, like Marymount Drama Camp, we've done a lot of improv games before we actually did our official warm up, before we started our official musical warm ups and on stage and everything. So that was fun.
Yeah.
And I am well experienced in improv because I do it a lot, either when I'm in front of people or just by myself. And
So
I love making up stories as well.
that's no, that's actually pretty cool. So which one do you find like easier? Like is improv easier for you or is like scripted theater easier? I'm just like asking from a personal perspective. It depends for every actor, I guess.
Well, would say improv because I get to really show more of my personality and show my skills more to people because physical comedy, like I can combine everything that I have, like in my body on that stage. But for scripted, I do memorize extremely fast, so
That's good.
that would
That's a
probably
blessing.
be my well-ordered machine for me. But for me, just personally, improv is my heart and soul.
Yeah, no, I agree because sometimes honestly, as an actor, sometimes memorization is stressful. Like at least for me, especially if it's theater, because in theater you're like performing continuously and it's live, this audience. So
Yeah,
I always have that in my on my mind, you know.
yeah,
I forget my lines. Like there's always that pressure. But I think like with improv theater especially, it's a completely different and enjoyable experience.
yeah,
I think less stressful.
yeah. But memorization is. right up my alley as well. So I would have to say, like, I would still have to say improv because
Mm.
that's what I started with from a very little girl, and I love it so much.
Yeah, it is a very different sort of an experience. Like, I mean, like at least like all actors should at least do it like once. At least like once, like even if you don't get into it. Because personally, as an actor, improv also helps you like sharpen your instincts, which are very important for an actor. So I think yeah, improv is a essential skill basically. That's pretty cool. So now, do you have like any advice for aspiring improvisers, actors? Any advice?
Pretend, pretend. It's all about pretending,
Uh,
and it's all just about storytelling, narrating, pretending. Like, it's not scary. It's not like you're reciting Shakespeare or anything. It's just like you're just having fun, just doing it from your natural instinct. It's like you're human, you're not some like robot just delivering lines. You're having fun, you're at play, and that's just everything you need to know.
Yeah, no, I think that's really great advice. Just basically pretend, pretend, pretend. I think I love the words, like they can be someone's slogan or something, but they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
No, yeah, no, thank you so much for being here and sharing your experience.
Thank
Um,
you so much.
Before I let you go, like I do every time, and I say this all the time, I'm gonna play a very small game with you. And this game is my favorite, this or that. So I have four questions for you. Just
Hmm.
quickly follow your instincts, basically. So there we go. I'm
Great.
putting my phone out. There we go. So first one is superhero movies, peak or fatigue?
Peak or what?
Fatigue.
Oh, I would have to say fatigue.
Sometimes I agree. Like, I think there's way too many these days. Way too many.
Yeah.
All right. Monologues, overrated or underrated?
Underrated.
Definitely. Stage or screen? I already asked you this, but stage or screen?
Well, stage. It's my soul.
Fair enough. I get it. All right. Feedback for actors, fuel or fear?
Fuel.
Agreed. I think like sometimes some feedback is like really healthy if it is like well meant and if
Yeah,
it
found out.
doesn't cross any boundaries. No, I agree
Hmm.
totally. Well, that
Yeah.
was super fun. Thank you so much for your time and thank you so much guys for watching. And I'll see you in the
Thank
next
you.
episode. Till then, ta-da!
Ta-da. Bye.